All right. Shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. I'm hopping straight into it, man. With all this wickedness that Esau, Edom has done, all right, no matter if you believe, well, he's a nice guy, no, that's not right, all men could be saved, so on and so on. No, the Lord clearly said he is not going to acquit the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, who's the devil of the earth. All right, he says in his flock he does have a male, like Malachi 1:14 says, man. All right, he is the devil, the spawn of Satan, if you will. All right, literally here on this planet Earth. All right, and he's not going to get off, man. All right, I don't care how you feel about this man, or what personal feelings you have about him. All right. Even though he's a good guy, no, none of that shit, man. He's not going to be acquitted. Nahum 1 and 3. Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. So you see a lot of these Edomites, they're not in danger as other men. All right? They don't deal with certain things we deal with. All right? Because the Lord is slow to anger. All right? He's building the case, if you will, man. All right? Just like when the feds come and get you. All right, if they watching you, best believe that they're building evidence. So this is the same thing the Lord is doing with Esau, Edom. Just like Babylon the Great, her sins have reached unto heaven. All right. So I got a little phone call. All right. So hey, her sins have reached unto heaven, man. All right. So the Lord said He would not acquit the wicked. Who's the wicked? Guess what? The glove fits Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian, so-called white man. All right? That's who that glove fits, man. All right? And his real name is Esau, Edom. All right? Adonam. All right? Esau, the father of the Edomites, man. Hint, red cup. And that wasn't on purpose. But nonetheless, this is who this man is, man. All right? Yahweh have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Now check this out. Wisdom of Solomon 1:6. For wisdom is a loving spirit, and would not acquit a blasphemer for his words. Who's the biggest blasphemer, the biggest profane man on this planet Earth? Esau, Edom. All right? So once again, wisdom is not going to acquit him, man. All right? Esau is going to be judged for his words. And what did it say? This horn spoke great things against the Lord. This little horn, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Bear with me. Let me grab this real quick. This is Daniel 7:8, and I considered the horns, and behold, there came out among them a little horn, which is America, by whom the first three horns, Spanish, French, and what was it? Spanish, French, what's the last one? The last one escaped my mind. Britain, Great Britain, right? Call on me, but she not shy. Were plucked by the roots, and behold, this horn was like the eyes of a man, in whose mouth was speaking great things, man. And that's what Esau Edom do. Which this is going into America, and America is his cherry on the top, man. All right, this is his prime jewel. This is Esau. I'm back again. But nonetheless, that little horn, all right, has spoke great things, man. Great blasphemies, man. Matter of fact, that's exactly what it says about Babylon. Says the same thing about Babylon the Great. Hold on. because it goes into the same beast, right? Revelations 13:4. And they worshipped the dragon and gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war against him? The same exact thing they said about the fourth beast. All right, he's terrible. There's none like him, man. All right, it says, and there were given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and the power was given unto him for 42 months. All right, and he opened his mouth and blasphemed against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name in his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. Which is Esau Edom, man, because that's what that dragon goes into, man. And that whole beast is his whole way of life, his system, his pit. Okay? Now, let me get this other one real quick. All right? Because I want to get the one about Babylon the Great. All right? So this is Revelation 17:3. So he carried me away in the spirit to the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon the scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. All right? And really, who's the flagship of this NATO, this UN shit? It's America, man. All right? Everybody else, they don't have crowns, but they're allowed to rule. But they're allowed to rule up under this beast. All right? The same great dragon, man. All right? As a matter of fact, let me get back to the lesson. This goes back to, he's not going to be acquitted. So go back to this Wisdom of Solomon 1:6. For wisdom is a loving spirit, right? And will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For Yahweh is a witness to his reigns, and a true beholder of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue. All right? So, the Lord sees all, hears all, man. All right? So simply put. And guess what? When you read Job 20 and 20, Job chapter 20 and Job 21, Esau think he can hide from the Lord. Like the Lord doesn't see anything that's going on. All right? Hey, your crimes, man. You've committed. You're guilty, Esau. Okay? You're guilty. So let's read about some of these crimes. Ezekiel 7:21. And I will give it into the hands of the strangers, which he's talking about our land. And I will give it into the hand of strangers for a prey, into the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. All right? Who took our land? All right? You had that Balfour Declaration. All right? Where Esau came and basically stole that land by paperwork. Because the true Israelites was already gone up out that land. So you have who? The Palestinians and the Khazars fighting over that. And the actuality is now one of their lands, man. But the wicked actually entered into that land. Because those Muslims and Palestinians ain't got the best parts of that land, man. All right? Basically what Esau did was kick them out. All right? It says, and they shall pollute my secret place, for the robbers shall enter into it and defile it. Well, what's going on in Tel Aviv? All right? Exactly. Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses, and I will make the pomp of the strong, who's the pomp of the strong, to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. So the Lord took our land from us, all right, and said who? The worst of the heathen inside of it. All right, the base of all men, which is Esau Edom. And who's the top house of Esau Edom? Amalek. Okay? Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, all right, and hath shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity. Now this is recorded what Esau actually did to us, man. And in the time that their iniquity had an end, all right, because they further pushed it, okay? In the time that their iniquity had an end, therefore as I live, saith Yahweh thy power, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So guess what? Judgment time, all right? Judgment. The Lord is going to take a look at all of Esau's crimes, and guess what? He's guilty. Guilty, all right? Hey, guilty, put it that way, man, okay? Thus will I make Mount Seir. So there's all these code names for the same person, Mount Seir. You got Mount Petra, you got Idumea, all right? You got Basra, you got Nahum, the daughter of Babylon. You got all these code names for Esau, Edom, all right? The Lord is putting an identifier upon this man, and he's guilty. Look at his track record, okay? And cut, it says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out and him that returneth. All right, so the Lord is, the Lord is getting ready to judge this man, okay? Amos 1:11. For thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment. What's the punishment written? The judgment that is written is found in Obadiah. The Lord is about to judge this fucking man. All right? Is this the man? Hey, that's why all the nations are going to narrowly look upon thee. Because the Lord is going to jack you up to the point where the earth is going to say, is this the man that made the earth shake? All right? The same man's like, man, who can make war against this man? You know who can? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because thou did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity. All right? Which you can read that in Deuteronomy 28. They ain't pity the elderly or the young. All right? And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Behold, I will send fire upon Teman and shall devour the places of Basra. All right? That judgment has not happened yet. So you got assholes that say, yo, Esau already been done away with. No, this judgment has not come to pass. All right? It says for 4. All right? The Lord is going to perpetually destroy Esau, Edom. Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence, once again, this man and his crimes. Hey, it's crimson. All right? His sins is as crimson, man. All right? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. All right? And what's the most shameful thing America doesn't like to talk about? The slavery of Jake. All right? It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, all right, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. All right? So you're guilty. Hey, you nations, you guys are going to pay too. But Esau, you get in the worst of the judgment, man. That's why when you look up Edom in the Zondervan, it says the only nation that was not promised mercy. Isaiah 14:17. That made the world as a wilderness. This is exactly what Esau Edom did. And destroyed the cities thereof, and opened not the house of the prisoners. And America is a big prison house. Ain't none of the slaves been free. And then on top of that, the physical prison system they got set up here, who's mainly involved in it? Jake. All right? So, hey, a lot of them are innocent. All right? And some of them are in jail for petty crimes, whether it's marijuana, this or that. You know, that's Esau's system, man. He want to trap Jake at every corner, man. Even if it's a fucking license or some shit like that, man. All right? But, hey, moral of the story, you ain't getting off, man. The glove fits this character called Esau Edom. All right? This Caucasian. All right? You're guilty, and thus shall your punishment be so. All right? So with that, I pray that the elect was edified. Say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect wherever you may be. Abba, Babal.